Hi, everyone. My name is Nico Meyering. I use he, him pronouns. I am a white man with parted blonde hair. I'm wearing a black headset. I'm wearing brown and blue large spectacles and a green shirt. I'm seated in front of a purple wall and a few bookcases. And like roughly 25% of the world's population, I'm disabled. The non-disabled might look at our existence and think that we are objects of pity, perhaps of scorn, or at least worthy of some sympathy, right? People can point to us and say, "There, but for the grace of God, go you." But disability joy also exists. Frankly, viewer, I would be very, very bored if I could only be sad all the time, or happy all the time, or angry. But the disability community has as many opinions as it has members, which is why I've asked my friend Garrett here today to talk with me about disabled joy. Garrett, hello. Thank you for hopping on.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure to be here, Nico.
Garrett, can you tell me about a joyful moment in your life?
Yes, I can. It was back in 2019. Um, this girl that I had a crush on in college for a very long time, I finally um, was able to go on a date with her and basically get her to become my girlfriend, which is awesome
Hey,
because she was super attractive and way out of my league. But she decided to go out with me, and that was the happiest and, as you say, joyful moment of my life. Unfortunately, well, I don't know if this is appropriate, but she did pass away in 2020 of January. But I'm very grateful um, for the time that I got to spend with her, and it was very joyful and happy. But I still have very fond memories of this.
yeah, I'm sorry, Garrett. She sounds wonderful, and I'm glad that you have those memories of her. Man, I had no idea.
Yeah, it's okay. I,
Okay.
I have very fond memories of her.
I'm glad you could be there for each other. She sounds great.
She was.
Tell me, Garrett, how has being disabled affected like your own pursuit of happiness or pursuing your own joys?
I would love to. So, I was born with cerebral palsy, so I've been living on this earth with cerebral palsy for about 28 years, almost 29 years in November. And, having a physical disability is not easy. You really have to have resilience and faith, but resilience is key. I always tell people God tries to test us and our resilience as human beings. That he likes to do that, but it's a good thing, I think. And so, basically, to answer your question, having a disability really does impact my pursuit of happiness and joyfulness because there's a lot of barriers that I have to overcome. And, I have to be honest, sometimes it does impact my mental health. But um, the one thing that I have to come back to is, this is all how life is. It's an up and down roller coaster, and that keeps me grounded and able to, be joyful and have a positive outlook on life and still keep going.
I really admire that resilience that you value and that I see in you from what I now know about you. Thank you, Garrett. You know, I th in my own life, I'm lucky to know a lot of disabled people and call them my friends, and my colleagues and stuff. And a lot of them, have cerebral palsy to varying uh degrees. So yeah, I can really see that resilience angle from, well, all angles. Ah, sorry, that's my cat.
That's okay.
Garrett, if you had a microphone that could reach every non-disabled person, what would you want non-disabled people to know about disability and quality of life?
Sure, that's a very good question that I'm told you ask all your guests, and I think that's a really thoughtful question. But I would have to say that, those of you guys that see someone like myself who's in a wheelchair and you try to pity them or you feel bad for them, don't, because God put us here for a reason, and we're just trying to live our lives the best we can. Is it something that we chose to be disabled? No, but we just try to make the best of our life, or at least I do, the best of my life, and try to live the best quality of life that I can. So don't pity us. Don't feel bad for us. Don't talk down to us. Treat us like you're equal.
Thank you, Garrett. That was fantastic. Do you have like public speaking in your background or?
I do actually.
Okay, okay. Game
I
recognized
have done
game.
a little bit. Yeah, I have done a little bit of public speaking,
All
and
right.
I have a YouTube channel, and I have a podcast, and so people can check out Love on a Roll on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, a lot of different platforms, and if they feel so inclined, they can also buy my merchandise that I sell. Um, and yeah, but I do have some public speaking experience, and I do YouTube videos and podcasts. So just like you, so yes, I do. I do.
Fantastic. Thank you. And as you know, my last question is indeed, where can people find you online? And you've already kind of answered that. So the second part of that question is there a recent win that you're celebrating that we can help elevate?
Well, I would say I always celebrate wins in my life quite frequently, but I just started working with a great group of people who really advocate for it and provide berry free living all over the state of Florida.
Mhm.
So if you live in Florida, don't know how many of the listeners do, but doesn't hurt to mention that if you live in Florida and you'd like a berry free home or you'd like some retrofits, reach out to me. I'll give Nico my contact information so you can reach out to me and let me know if you need help.
Garrett, thank you very much. I think a lot of people would really value that. Florida is pretty populous.
Yeah, especially with a lot of people with disabilities and people that are looking to age in place, and that's really our demographic.
Uh, I used to live in San Francisco and I was a AmeriCorps member with a home repair nonprofit,
Mm-hmm.
and they used the term aging in place a lot. That brings back memories.
Yeah,
Thank you, Garrett. This has been a nice time.
yeah, it has. Thank you for having me, Nico. We should do this again.
Absolutely, absolutely. Everyone, thanks for watching. Tune in next time. Bye now.